Hey guys, it's Erica. So in this video, I want to talk about what I think is honestly one of the biggest litmus tests of whether you are truly a real man. Now remember guys, REAL is an acronym that stands for multiple traits of the gifts of masculine energy. If you don't know really what those are, do check out, I have a playlist here on the channel where I go into some of what that acronym stands for. And that is, how do you act when you're called out? How do you respond or react when you're called out on something you either didn't do well, maybe some way you're behaving that is not okay? How do you actually respond? Because I had a really interesting, the reason I'm doing this video is last week was a week of, it was an intense week for me. I had to go into my own masculine energy multiple times last week to fight some battles. There were two separate occasions where I've hired men to do a job for me and pay them a lot of money to do a job for me. And I had to have very difficult conversations with each of them where they were falling short on what I was paying them to do. Normal conversation in business, right? And I can't even tell you, all right, I'm going to tell you a little bit of the story now. I'm not going to go too much into it. But what's fascinating to me is both of these. Okay, how do I say this? I'll just give one example. I'm building a house right now, and I had to meet with my construction manager Monday morning, 7 a.m., because they had screwed up. I'll just put it that way. And he had no idea why I was meeting him. He had no idea. He had no idea I was frustrated or upset about something or I needed to talk. I just said, hey, can you meet me at the job site at 7? So he walks in and all I did was ask some questions, some direct questions. I wasn't upset. I wasn't accusatory. I literally just asked open-ended questions of him. And he immediately started gaslighting me. Immediately was like pointing stuff out and literally lying to my face, gaslighting, right? Not taking responsibility to even say, okay, yeah, you know what? That's probably, yeah, we'll fix that. Yeah, that shouldn't be that way. It literally was, we didn't do anything wrong. Look, we did this. And I'm like, it's not done. I'm looking at the same piece of wood. Are you not? Like, he literally was lying to my face. And it was fascinating because he was super aggressive with me, which was surprising because every time I've talked with him all these months, he's been very nice. It's always been very pleasant, friendly. Like, we have a good relationship. But what was fascinating was when I had to be in my strong masculine energy, he didn't like it. He did not like it. He did not like getting called out. And and it was fascinating because I kept thinking about it for the next couple of days. And I never say this, guys. I never say this. I'm not one of these people that's always, screaming about women, men, blah, blah, blah. Of course, here I am doing a channel aimed at men, but don't worry, I'm talking to the women too. If I had been a guy and I had said the exact same thing I had said to him, I guarantee you he would have showed up differently. And I guarantee he would have been like, okay, yep, yeah, you're right. That's not right. We'll fix it. I mean, I have no guarantee, but this was something that I felt very strongly guided to do this video because I'm not sure he knew what to do with me in my power, in my strength. I was not in what I call distorted masculine or distorted masculine energy, which is aggressive. He was showing my being in my real men energy brought out his distortions, brought out him being kind of bullying and very much not taking responsibility and accountability for the mistake that had been made. And so same thing kind of happened with my accountant too. It was really interesting because, and again, everything always happens for a reason, to teach a lesson and to be shown something, I believe. So to me, it was really fascinating because the moment that I shifted gears and went more into feminine energy in this conversation, suddenly he was so nice again and he was so friendly and, okay, yeah, we'll take care of it, da 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 da. And it was so fascinating because I was like, it just was amazing. All I did was ask a direct question, and he knew he had screwed up. He came into that literally like on the defense because he knew he had screwed up, and nobody likes being called on their crap. But I will tell you that that is when I see whether someone's really embodying real men energy. And, you know, had I been a guy and showed up in and said the exact same thing in the same way I said it, he probably would have shown up differently. So the reason I'm doing this video, okay, who cares? The guy was an asshole to me. Doesn't, like, whatever. My feelings aren't hurt. I don't care. But what I do care about is the reason I'm doing this channel is many of you guys are about to or beginning to be in partnership relationships with strong women that are going to call you out, that are going to be like, you know what? Not cool. You know what? This is not okay. And how are you going to show up in that dynamic? So I look at this as this is kind of practice ground where you can ask yourself, how do you handle it when you're called out? Think about this for yourself. Do you respond differently when you're called out by another guy? Do you respond differently when you're called out by a woman? And this is really important. There's a difference in how someone can call someone out. I may do another video about this because I don't want to make this too long. I could have called out this guy in my aggressive, distorted masculine energy. I could have been a bully. I could have been a jerk. I could have been like accusing him of all this stuff and come in really aggressive, but I didn't. All I was being was strong and direct and giving him a chance to say what he had to say. Because there is a way women can call men out from their distortions too, okay? But I don't think this guy knew what to do with me because he maybe hasn't encountered too many women who are willing to stand up for themselves in a very direct way. So anyway, again, this is all about asking yourself and noticing within yourself how you show up. Because I promise you, when you are with a strong, healthy, balanced feminine in a relationship, she is going to call you on it. This can happen in business too, obviously. So ask yourself, how do you respond when you are called out? Because it is going to happen. It's part of healthy relationship dynamics is to be able to hold that mirror up to each other and call the other person out when they're being less than, or when they're acting from their unconscious, or their self-sabotaging behavior. So anyway, guys, I hope this was helpful. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It helps other people find the channel. And until next time, bye.